What's been happening, guys? Welcome. This is some third generation material. If you're interested in this sort of stuff, I have two guides on my channel, and yeah, feel free to join. But anyways, I wasn't looking for the best games. I was just looking to bring you something fresh, something you still didn't see, or hopefully you still didn't see. But yeah, let's get started. I'm gonna Fire Punch away with my Alakazam. He's gonna lead off with Skarmory. Does take the Fire Punch quite well, because Fire Punch in third generation is actually a specially orientated move, and for that it does a lot, but not enough, giving me thinking that Skarmory can be actually specially defensive. So he's gonna put this opportunity to put up the spikes. I was actually debating him switching out, but I guess he didn't switch out. I guess she's just gonna devour it right in the start. Kinda weird, but he actually survived, and he's gonna blow me away. Kinda works for him because he did successfully put up 2 layers of spikes. I don't have a rapid spinner. You know, there is no stealth rocks in this generation, and making Moltres such a beast and all these Pokemon that are 4 times weak to it, you know, it's kinda enjoyable. I gotta admit, having no stealth rocks, you know, yeah, it kinda makes some poses that were kinda weak in the 5th and 4th generation viable now. Anyways, Weezing is in here after taking down the Skarmory. I was kinda debating he's just gonna stay in there, so I just go straight for the obvious serve there. And Weezing is gonna go for T-Bolt. Now, seeing that he did switch out to a Weezing against him a lot, it kinda gives me knowing that he's got Toxic. But he actually doesn't know if I'm running Rest or Recover. So he's gonna T-Bolt, and T-Bolt did a lot. Now this turn I'm gonna go for the Hypnosis, and I'm gonna miss. Hypnosis tend to miss lots of times, so that's just, you know, that's just something you gotta pay for using one and have to deal with it. So I'm gonna go to Zapdos here, predict him to go for like something that can cripple me in some way, shape or form. I don't know, it's a Girafarig, and I really can't predict one because I don't face them all that often. Anyways, he's gonna Light Scream away. That's pretty nice because he's gonna support his team on a special side. Now he's gonna switch out to a Weezing, and he actually predicts this Toxic quite nicely. I was using this team on my channel, but the thing is, people see my moveset because, you know, the whole Game Boy Advance style, and yeah, that's kind of like a good thing, so I don't need to make a, you know, you can see my whole team without any special sprite and layout work. And at the same time, seeing the whole moveset can sometimes be a pain when lots of people watch the video and then challenge you. They pretty much can read your whole moveset. They can pretty much write it down. So I'm just gonna T-Bolt away right here. T-Bolt away doesn't really do that much because the good old Light Screen support, and he gets a crit. So crit, you know, what can we do? Flamethrower crit does not really matter in a long run. It doesn't look like he's gonna take me down anytime soon, and I do pack Rest because I need to have a special defensive core and a defensive core. Defensive core being my Melodic, and special defensive being my Zapdos. Now I want to do as much damage as possible before I go for the good old Rest here, and I'm really hoping he's not gonna get crit, because crit would have been, you know, the only chance he's gonna take me down with opposing support. But he didn't get the crit, and now I can easily just go for the Recover. Well, not Recover, go for the Rest, of course. So I'm gonna take this opportunity to go for the Rest. He's gonna debate what he's gonna do. I believe he's gonna switch out. Yeah, he's gonna switch out. He's gonna switch out to his Machamp. Now this kind of scared me a little bit. Machamp is a big threat. He's got the bulk, he's got bulk up, and all the good stuff. So I'm kind of thinking, okay, so maybe he did predict this Rest, because if he did predict that Toxic there, you know, Zapdos with Toxic isn't that famous, especially in the 3rd generation. But he did see it coming, so I was kind of thinking he may predict this Rest. And yeah, because the Light Screen was out, T-Bolt would have taken down Weezing. But as you can see, he did go to Machamp just to take this opportunity to set up on me. I did go to Nidoking here, and Nidoking is just gonna go for Earthquake, even with the bulk up. Earthquake is doing a decent damage. Now I can just easily go to Alakazam, even if he is a special defensive bulky. He's surely not gonna take my Sidekick at that point of HP. But he keeps on using the bulk up. I'm not seeing any leftovers. And this kind of gives me thinking maybe, just maybe he's running Lumberry there, maybe a chance he's got Lumberry. And what I'm gonna do here is kind of like a little mind-blowing move. I'm gonna Sludge Bomb just to break, hopefully get the poison and break his Lumberry, as he's gonna go for the rest, knowing that Earthquake is not gonna take him out. But check this out. Yeah, he does have the Lumberry, so I was right. But he didn't go for the rest, so I was kind of hoping to lock him into rest, you know, so he's not gonna wake up on the first turn. So that was in my plan. Kind of risky, you know, getting the poison, but you know, I did get the poison, so I was kind of lucky there. And yeah, I'm just gonna Earthquake away. I guess he doesn't have you know, Earthquake of his own. He's got Hyper Beam for some forsaken reason. I don't know. I know he's pretty young, so I guess he's still kind of, you know, not that experienced in this game, but still. Hyper Beam, it's viable on a Slacking Beam that is physical in this generation, but other than that, you know, Hyper Beam should not be used. Everything else is better than Hyper Beam at that point. He's got an extra sensory, I believe it's called. Get a crit, which I believe is useless, being that Moltres is you know, pretty powerful in special attack. But you know, who cares? New King's down. He's old school now. I'm gonna go to Houndoom, kind of thinking, well, you know, I can take his extra sensory. I can take his fire move, being that I do have Flash Fire, and he's gonna Hidden Power. I'm guessing this is Hidden Power Grass because I do resist, and I'm gonna crunch here. Hope I can get a little more than half, but I get a little less than half. With the leftover support, that doesn't really look like it's gonna be a 2-hit kill at all, even if I get max, like the absolute max, and if this was the absolute minimum, it's still not gonna kill. But I do predict the switch, knowing that I did get a special defense drop, knowing that he's gonna die from another one, and Pursuit is gonna hit his switching poke, resulting in a dying Moltres. So Moltres is down to the ground. He's gonna go to a Weezing, and now I'm just gonna go for the Flamethrower, being my most powerful move. I am modest, and Flamethrower should be more than enough to take down a physical defensive poke such as Weezing. Those things are not known for being special defensive. Some people do run special defensive, but they're kind of rare. Yeah, here comes the Salamence, getting the good old Intimidate on me. Doesn't really matter because dark moves like Crunch are all specially orientated. So this is really not gonna cost me anything. I'm just gonna crunch away. Dragon Claw, Dragon moves all around the place are specially orientated as well. So lots of things change in the 3rd generation, you know. And as you can see, the results were that I actually survived that and get the Select Berry off, because Houndoom's special defense is way better than his defense, and Salmon's special attack isn't as great as his attack. And yeah, that was the result right there. I can easily take him out, but I was feeling like this is the perfect opportunity to go to my Tauros, knowing that I can take whatever he's got, and just see and test and get some good information for my future games, how much Bandit Frustration can do against Girafarig. I'm kinda guessing this is a more defensive spread, being that he's got Light Screen and Reflect. I'm guessing a double screener Girafarig. And I know he's not gonna take me out in one shot, being that he must be bulky. That did a lot. It did more than 75, so that was a good damage right there. And I'm just gonna finish him off with another one. So that was a good game, Gabriel. I hope you guys have enjoyed. If you want to join this, I have 2 guides on my channel, so feel free to go check them out. And that's gonna be all for today. Until next time.